with these reports, Nelson Peltz is now pushing for additional seats on the Disney board. His Trian Fund, already one of the largest shareholders. What kind of pressure do you think this now puts on Disney?
Yeah, I think it puts a lot of pressure because I think Bob Iger historically has sort of came into a mess when he got here, and he bought Pixar and he bought Star Wars. He bought assets to sort of fix that. And I think for the next step, what we need to is to disentangle this conglomerate. And I think Nelson Peltz is going to be good for shareholders because, as you know, Disney just announced they're going to spend $60 billion over 10 years on the parks. And I think Bob Iger's vision is sort of more of a 5 to 10 year vision. And I think with rising interest rates, the discount rate says that shareholders want returns now, or they don't want to be anywhere near the shares. And so we're hitting like 10-year lows in these shares. I think Nelson Peltz is going to try to disaggregate and sell off pieces much more aggressively, which will take better care of public shareholders in the near term.
Yeah, how do you think Disney responds to this pressure? To your point, we have seen the stock recently hit a 9-month low. I mean, there are a number of catalysts that analysts, including yourself, have pointed to that could push the stock to the upside. This particular push, though, for additional board seats, what does that mean in terms of how Disney views its assets?
Well, as you know, Bob Iger at Disney, and actually Bob Chapek too, has had a couple of these activists. And what they do is they typically listen to the guy, they send a letter saying they're going to do that, and then the activist sells the shares, goes away. So Third Point just has a piece, it's scheduled today. It's completely liquidated its Disney position. So that's my guess here. I don't even know if Nelson Peltz has to actually get board seats or he just has to threaten a war. And then maybe they listen to him more intently and they try to execute it on their own time frame. So I think he will be heard. And he owns enough that I don't even know if he actually needs to actually get board seats to actually get something done here and make money on his investment. We'll see. But worst case, yeah, you'll have an activist in the boardroom who will be much more short-term focused than anyone currently on the board.